Antonio Rudiger can't believe his miss at the final moment of the game. There were a few players who could have won today's game for Chelsea, but nobody will bear this draw on their shoulders more than Antonio Rudiger. In the 97th minute, with the final whistle about to blow, Christian Pulisic carved out a cross which fell perfectly to the German defender at the far post. He had more time than he thought, and he blazed it over when he could have taken a touch. The final whistle blew seconds later, and Rudiger's reaction told you everything you needed to know. That was his chance to be a hero, and he blew it. Thomas Tuchel believes Chelsea's draw with Manchester United was 2 points dropped. Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel has stated that his side deserved all 3 points as they fell to a 1-1 draw with Manchester United on Sunday. The Blues needed a Jorginho equaliser from the spot to level the match after Jadon Sancho put the visitors ahead. Speaking to the press after the match via Football London, Tuchel admitted it feels like 2 points dropped for his side. He said, "Yes, for sure. It's hard to imagine we could lose this match or drop points because we were the better team, the team that set the intensity and had high ball wins. We are disappointed but we have no regrets. This can happen in football, it doesn't feel good but it can happen. I've told the team I am happy with the way we played." Chelsea dominated the ball and chances, registering 22 shots to Manchester United's 3, but the spoils were shared in West London on a cold November night. The point sees Chelsea remain top of the Premier League, but their title rivals Manchester City and Liverpool both picked up 3 points, closing the gap to just a single point. Thomas Tuchel gives honest assessment of Jorginho's performance for Chelsea against Manchester United. Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel blamed the Stamford Bridge floodlights for Jorginho's error, which led to Jadon Sancho's opener for Manchester United. The Blues were held to a 1-1 draw in West London as Jorginho netted a penalty to make amends for his loss of concentration shortly after half-time. The Italian midfielder found himself as the last line of defence when dealing with a high ball that had been booted clear by Bruno Fernandes. With Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho closing him down on the halfway line, Jorginho failed to control the ball and the former Borussia Dortmund winger punished him as he raced clear to slot past Edouard Mendy. But Tuchel reckons the 29-year-old was blinded by the lights as the ball came down. "It's very unusual a mistake like this and to concede a goal like this for us in general, especially with Jorgi," he said. He misjudged the situation and he was heavily disturbed from the lights, so did not see the ball in the end. "It happens. It takes a lot of courage and personality to not be affected during the match and have the courage to take the penalty for the equalizer in the crucial moment." Thiago Silva was brought down by Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the Manchester United box as Anthony Taylor awarded a clear penalty, allowing Jorginho to step up and send David de Gea the wrong way. Unfortunately, the Blues could not go on and find the winner despite a dominating performance, which had everything but the 3 points to go along with it. Next up for Tuchel's side is a trip to Watford as they sit 1 point clear at the top of the Premier League. Thomas Tuchel explains decision to play Timo Werner against Manchester United. Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel has explained his decision to play Timo Werner as his side's leading striker against Manchester United. The Blues hosted the Red Devils at Stamford Bridge on Sunday afternoon, but, despite their heavy dominance, were held to a 1-1 draw. Goals came from Jadon Sancho and Jorginho as both teams left West London with a point from the game. Speaking after the game, Tuchel explained his reasoning for opting for Werner in his starting 11, as well as defending his striker. "He hasn't played for a long time, so can we expect him at his peak?" Tuchel asked, as quoted by Football London. "No. So it's what we expect. He's looked sharp in training, scored many goals in training, so that is why I went with my guy and put him on the pitch. It was a decision of Timo because he looked sharp and had the goal against Juventus. So we thought maybe he could be the big threat in the middle. It's not easy for him today." Tuchel went on to defend left-back Marcos Alonso for his form, considering he had been out of the starting 11 for so long. Marcos did not play for a long time, he was tired, Tuchel told Sky Sports. Alonso hadn't started a Premier League game since the 25th of September due to the lightning form Ben Chilwell has been in recently. Chelsea aren't likely to be signing Mathijs de Ligt from Juventus, according to Fabrizio Romano. The Dutch centre-half's future at Juventus has been the source of a lot of speculation, seeing as de Ligt has struggled to establish himself as a top player at the Italian club. Juventus are currently toiling in 8th position in the Serie A table, and the Turin side are trailing pace-setters Napoli and AC Milan in the title race. De Ligt is being linked with a big money move as Juve look to raise funds to improve Massimiliano Allegri's squad after the Italian head coach returned to the Turin side in the summer. The 22-year-old has started 9 of their 12 games in the Italian top flight, but question marks continue to linger over the Netherlands international's future. Chelsea FC are potentially facing something of a contract crisis at the back, considering that Thiago Silva, Cesar Azpilicueta, Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen are all in the final months of their respective deals. The Blues have been the best defensive unit in the Premier League this term, but speculation is rife surrounding the futures of Rudiger and Christensen beyond the current campaign. Chelsea FC have been linked with a swoop to sign de Ligt alongside Sevilla defender Jules Koundé. However, Romano has now played down speculation suggesting that de Ligt could be heading to the southwest London side in the 2022 summer transfer window. At the moment, from Juve's side, they've received nothing from Chelsea for Matthijs de Ligt, Romano told the Here We Go podcast last week. I can add Matthijs de Ligt is not leaving Juve in January, so maybe it'll be something for the summer. There are no contacts between Matthijs de Ligt and Chelsea about the summer. I expect Chelsea to do something in defence, but I'm not sure it'll be Matthijs de Ligt. De Ligt has scored 6 times in 89 games in Serie A over the past 3 seasons since his move to Juventus. Juventus won the race to sign the Netherlands international in a €75 million deal from Ajax in 2019. Former Blues assistant manager Jody Morris reveals talks to sign Erling Haaland under Frank Lampard. Former Chelsea assistant manager Jody Morris has revealed the club were in talks to sign Erling Haaland during Frank Lampard's time in charge. Haaland emerged as one of Europe's most sought-after youngsters after a blistering spell of form with RB Salzburg. While a number of clubs across the continent were in the race for his signature, Borussia Dortmund eventually signed him in December 2019. Manchester United were among the clubs the Norway international rejected, with Morris now confirming Chelsea also held talks with the striker. Morris also believes the Blues will be among the clubs looking to sign him when he does decide to leave Dortmund, with a move possibly on the cards next summer. I think they will face still competition from the best clubs in the world, Morris told Stadium Astro when asked about United's chances of landing Haaland. It is not always the one that looks like the perfect fit that gets it over the line. They will face competition from Manchester City. I think Chelsea will be involved. I know Chelsea was interested in him previously. I know he was speaking to Frank, when he was manager of Chelsea. I think he is a boy that knows he is in demand and he won't rush any decision, and he hasn't so far. The position he is in is a strong one, but like I said, there will be 7 or 8 of the biggest clubs in the world after him. It will take something special to get it over the line. Pushed on whether he sees him arriving in the Premier League, Morris added, I know he had options before he joined Dortmund and he made a decision that was the best he thought was for his career, and at the moment it looks like a really good one. He is in a fantastic position and there will be no shortages of decent contracts and top clubs after him.
That is all Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.